Hi, thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. In this video we are going to review the global fundraising and investor databases. This is a very large and comprehensive database with 400,000 contacts and 55 sectors. If you are a company or investment professional looking for contacts to market your product or services to, this is one of the most comprehensive databases that you're ever going to find. I'm going to cover off the sectors and then get to the database prices towards the end of the video. What type of contacts will benefit from this database to start off with? Startups and early stage firms. Those are entrepreneurs seeking funding to scale, refine, or drive innovative ventures forward. Real estate developers, professionals and firms in property development aiming to attract capital for their new or ongoing projects. And this tends to be larger scale projects, so it doesn't matter where you are in the world. This is to attract basically the larger players to invest in your projects. Investment fund companies or organizations offering investment funds or opportunities looking to connect with affluent investors for capital infusion. Again, it doesn't matter where you are. This is a great database to reach those people. Incubators and accelerators. Those are entities fostering startup growth, aiming to widen their investor network or their portfolio companies. Business brokers, professionals facilitating business deals, seeking a comprehensive database to match businesses with the right investors. And event organizers, coordinators of high-profile events, keen on curating an exclusive guest list of prominent investors and industry leaders. So that rounds off the major groups that would find this database of interest. So let's quickly go through the sectors that are part of this database. Agriculture, Alternative Investments Database, Analytics, Angel Investor Database, that's angel groups in the USA, Asia Pacific Investors Database, Fashion and Beauty Investors, Big Data Investors Database, and Biotechnology Investors, Blockchain Investors, a database of Canada investors, so that's all Canada investors, venture capital, private equity, angel groups, and so on. Climate tech, cloud computing investors, construction and property development investors, real estate investors, cybersecurity, venture capital databases, Dubai venture capital lists, e-commerce database, EdTech and education investors, endowment funds, energy and energy tech investors, Europe investors database, family office investor databases. In fact, that's the largest database of family investment offices that there is. Over 10,000 contacts. Fashion and beauty investors, FinTech investors, food and beverage, VIP investors database, that's founders and angel investors all in one list. Growth capital database, health and wellness, a hedge fund database for USA and Canada, a Hong Kong investors database, India investors, information technology, the Internet of Things database, investment consultant database, machine learning, manufacturing investors, medical and medical devices, a micro venture capital database, Middle East investor databases, mobile apps, pension funds, private equities, REITs, SaaS, software investors, South America investor database, technology investors, UK investors, USA seed capital investors. Venture capital, So now we're over on the pricing list, and as you can see, I scroll down here. There are about 55 options, 56 options to take a look at, and I have listed the category, the territory, the contacts, emails, LinkedIn, websites, and the price in US dollars. Now, a couple things to keep in mind here. Prices are subject to change. This is an updated price as of September 2023. I do change the lists from time to time. I add to some, subtract to some. So these prices should be considered basically variable, but if you're looking to purchase multiple lists, I can do bulk deals. There are some lists here that are only suitable for certain clients, and I'll get to that a little bit later. But to round off and to start off with, the first list has 10,000 investor leads. This is a special custom list of USA investor contacts that clicked on investment opportunity ads in 2023. This was a list that was actually scraped for a private client about 6 months ago. And by saying premium sector, that means that it's a special list. It's $150. Now we'll just go through these very quickly. I do have this spreadsheet available if you contact me via my YouTube. Just go to the description below. Accelerators and incubators, Africa. We have EdTech, alternative investments, analytics, angel groups, angel investors. This is the largest database of private angel investors that you're going to find. It's mostly LinkedIn's, but there are services on the internet where you can actually scrape the emails from LinkedIn addresses, and it's not very, doesn't cost very much. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, a comprehensive database of Asia Pacific investors. In fact, I think it's the largest one you're going to find. It has 17,000 contacts. Now, when I mean all contacts, that means it's venture capital, private equity, hedge funds, includes family offices in those sectors if there are any. It includes investment banks. It includes anything having to do in the investment sector, includes angels as well. So it's a wide-ranging database that includes whatever sectors are in that particular country or region. I've got big data, biotechnology, blockchain, all of Canada with about 6,500 contacts. Clean energy, climate tech, cloud computing. We've got digital media, e-commerce, EdTech, endowment funds, energy. Europe, all with no UK, because I have UK as a separate entity. So if you look at Europe, there's 30,000 contacts. Family investment offices, that's a major sector. And it's a global list. I don't think there's a larger database of family investment offices out there. I've worked on this list for about 3 years, and I basically have included every family investment office database that I can find. So you're not going to find any one source that has 10,000, and that's definitely for sure. That's a premium list, definitely. Fashion and beauty, FinTech, food and beverage, founders, and angels. That's a great list, and it's a very unique one because it has founders and angel investors all in one combined database. These are people who've launched companies, and they're great targets for many services. Growth capital, healthcare, hedge funds. That's a global list of 800 hedge funds. Hong Kong database, India. Information technology, Internet of Things, a database of 425 investment consultants. So those are great people to contact if you're looking to market investment opportunities. Israel database, that's the largest one there is. You can look all over the internet. You're not going to find anybody that has 3,000 contacts in Israel. Life sciences, medical, micro venture capital, again, that's a curated list. There's nobody has a database of the micro venture capital firms, so that's great for startups looking to raise under $100,000. Middle East venture capital, private equity, and VIPs. This is 2,500 contacts, and again, these are institutional guys. And Middle East premium, high net worth, ultra high net worth. This is a database of Dubai investors. And if if you're on the Dubai Investors List website, then most of these you see as one of the major sectors. This is a list that gets updated every single year. There is no other list like it. It has been refined and curated from a master database of over 250,000 contacts. These are the most active investors in Dubai, period. There's no other place that you can get this. Mobile apps, pension funds, private equity. So this is a global list of 20,500 private equity groups. These are real estate investors on the institutional level. There's 1,100 of them there. REITs, SAS, seed investors in the USA. This is another very, very popular list. It is a database that has basically pulled from every venture capital database out there on groups that identify themselves as seed firms, and there's 650 of them. If you're launching a product or service and are looking for under $500,000, that's the list you need. All of South America. Technology as a global group, 4,000. So if you're in the tech field, that's a great one to use to contact. UK all, and as you saw earlier, I had all Europe. This is the most comprehensive database of investment contacts, fundraisers, hedge funds, private equity, family offices in the UK. It's 15,000 contacts. USA all, so this is 125 contacts in all sectors in the US, and again, that's a major group. USA Venture Capital, again, 15,000. All Venture Capital, 50,000. So that rounds off all the individual lists. If you are a corporate entity, and I mean corporate grade buyers only, I'm allowing you to purchase the entire database, which includes around 400,000 contacts, 140,000 emails. LinkedIn's about 198 and websites 150. Contact me for more details. To be eligible to buy this database, you have to be corporate, and if you're corporate, you know who you are, and if you're not corporate, you also know who you are, so that list will not be suitable for you. Some database notes, and this is something that you have to understand. The majority of the emails were verified in January 2023, but you will encounter some inactive ones over time. No person or company possesses a 100% clean database. I'll usually clean these in the first month of every year. The sectors have been chosen based on what they've stated in the original databases. However, there may be errors from time to time. These databases are created by humans, and humans make errors. But it's the largest collection of consolidated databases. Remember that there's probably 50 websites you can go on to find different databases. None of them are free, by the way, so remember that there's no free lunch when it comes to databases. I've acquired all these by paying through them through the years. Now, there may be duplications in some lists. For example, a contact may appear in the technology list as well as a FinTech list. The price is listed are as is. For example, I do not insist with consolidation or removing duplicates unless an additional fee is paid. So consider these off-the-shelf databases. But I've spent most of this year combining this very large database into sectors and cleaning out what I would call most of the garbage. LinkedIn addresses are not updated, however, they traditionally not change over time. Again, there are services online that will help you find email addresses that are tied to LinkedIn addresses, and it's not very much. Most of the emails are info ads or contact ad type and not personal business emails, although there are about 20,000 or so emails that are related to their name. For example, John at or Bill at whatever their company address is. So keep that in mind, that many of the emails are business related. And again, prices and options are subject to change. These prices are as of September 23, no refunds on database sales. So that rounds off the database sector list for 55 sectors for fundraising, and it's a great source of data if you're looking to raise capital. For more information on these databases, contact DubaiInvestorsList.com. That's DubaiInvestorsList.com.